Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Boo Moose Bubba on the morning of Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020, sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning. Stand by for the rest of the story. Well, Americans, Mr. Harvey did the rest of the story for most of his life from 65 till his death in 2009. And he gave you stories to try to get you guys to look at yourselves in the mirror. And by the way, today is, I don't think any of you looked in your mirror. He gave you stories like From Freedom to Chains, A Letter from God, uh, The Barkeep, which was Abraham Lincoln, and you guys never knew it, and other stories like that. Well, I want to give you a story, and Mr. Harvey, if you're upstairs listening, I hope you like this, my rendition to you, and I'll call it We Were the Americans. We were the Americans. We started as a group of dissatisfied British guys who didn't want to pay taxes. And some of them called themselves the Sons of Liberty. We didn't know what we were doing, so we got together in a pub and decided to hash out we want to get away from the British. We didn't know what we were going to do. We just didn't want to pay taxes. You know, Samuel Adams, John Adams, then you had John Hancock that joined that, Patrick Henry, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, all those guys. And they knew that if they ever signed a document to that effect, their neck was toast to the nearest tree. Oh, John Hancock, of course, told George III to go stick it in no uncertain terms by signing in big, his name as big as he could get it on that signature for the Declaration of Independence. So that's what you got. Put your Jan Hancock here, guys. Yeah. Well, we've got different guys from different people that came in to be the United States. We've had guys like Abraham Lincoln, Frederick Douglass, don't forget Booker T. Washington. And in the non-political stuff, you had Jack Johnson, the first African-American boxing champion. Yes, he was before Muhammad Ali and before Joe Louis, people. And don't forget the Japanese, the Nissy, who despite all prejudice from every angle of Americans, black, white, they served their country with distinction in Europe, even though you had them in concentration camps here in the United States. Those are the people you forget. We were the Americans. That is what it was. Today, that's going to be your epitaph. So when you're getting ready to vote, and you look at yourself in the mirror before you either send your absentee ballot or you're going to vote, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at the other guy that's looking back at you and you say, those were the Americans. Because you're not. You're going to vote for either Trumpy Dumpy and Hensy Pensy or Creepy Joe and Camilla, he's a segregationist, Harris. Yeah. That doesn't make you American. That makes you the people who put the last epitaph in, or the last pieces of dirt in the coffin. You won't vote for John Kasich or Tulsi Gabbard because, hell, you don't understand what they're supposed to stand for. So, Mr. Harvey, if you're looking at me upstairs, and by the way, if you don't understand this, there's a movie that came out about 40 years ago with Bo Bridges as the father, and it was called We Were the Mulvaneys. Look at that movie and see how it unfolds. And that is the way your government and your society has unfolded, the way that family unfolded and degenerated. So watch, we were the Mulvaneys, and see if you get anything out of it when you vote, and still vote for Hensy Pensy and Trumpy Dumpy or Creepy Joe and Camilla. He's a segregationist. Harris. Sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning, this is your favorite alien and Bull Moose Bubba saying, Mr. Harvey, I tried today. I don't think I'll get any takers on this, but I hope when I see you up there, you'll let me know. Good day.